If you're new around here, we're Willow and Lee, and for the last 2 months we've been exploring our first country in South America, Colombia. After a slow start, we finally started getting into the swing of things before we suffered a few problems. But fresh after a week of canyons, meetups and curries, we find ourselves back on the road and ready for our biggest challenge yet.
We made it like 2 minutes from our campsite and it broke.
Have fun. If adventures are your thing, hit subscribe and join us as we attempt to drive our 46-year-old VW Ruby to one of Colombia's most magnificent waterfalls.
Why? You have issues. You do. Can't disturb that, can we? This is why I always carry a spare clutch cable. We made it like 2 minutes from our campsite and it broke, but no big deal because we have a spare. So this is just minor inconvenience. Actually managed to stop in quite a nice place. Look, we have dry floor, concrete, side of the road. Sophisticated, huh?
Well, it's one of the nicer places to work on the side of the road.
How many clutch cables have we swapped now?
Don't know, we need a whiteboard.
I think it's got to be at least 5. What?
I got crunchy teeth.
You're weird.
Not weird, I just got mud in my mouth.
Can't see that with my shadow. There we go. As per usual.
The cable we got in Barranquilla, the clutch cable that we bought as a precaution because our one that we put in Panama was already fraying because it was badly installed by me. As it's just gone, we've put the other cable in and it's too short, so it doesn't work. Kind of annoying.
An inch too short.
The VW meet was like 6 minutes from where we were camping, so we're limping there in first gear in the hope that someone parted quite late. They're still there now. They have a bay and they have a spare cable.
So they're not like relying on anything at all there. And there's only 3 days in the whole meet anyway.
It's a massive long shot, but for a 15-minute creep it's probably worth it. Well, definitely worth it if they've got it. Oh, you're never going to believe it, but we literally got to the hotel just as a bay was leaving, and it looks like it's the only bay. Thankfully, he's got a spare clutch cable, it's the right size, so we're sorted. That was close. That's our lifesaver leaving. It's fair to say that the clutch cable swap didn't go to plan. We literally started and a massive storm hit. We got absolutely soaked. I don't know, you can see my back. Lovely brown muddy water came down this hill. What's the saying? It never rains, it pours. Well, it really does in Colombia. Have fun.
Well, it was really fine and dry, and then when we got the new cable, it monsooned.
It's starting again now.
And we ended up lying in a puddle, so I am freezing and wet and annoyed and enough.
Okay, we are in a lovely little camp spot next to a little stream. After yesterday's clutch cable problems, we're feeling a little bit more relaxed and also a little bit more proactive. Since we changed the engine in Panama, we've been getting a series of engine codes for the idle air system and the knock sensor, which has been throwing the engine into limp mode, which means we've been running on severely reduced power. Now we tested it. I say we. You tested it. You'll probably be better at explaining what you did.
Okay, we had the problem in Mexico, and then we had to bypass all the wiring, and then when I stripped all the wiring, I put it back to how it should be because I had all the wiring apart, and I redid it all, and it all looked fine, and there's code still. So we are trying to get rid of the code.
Right, we've tested all of the wiring and it all seems fine. There's no resistance in the wires from the sensor all the way back to the ECU. So it doesn't look like it's a wiring problem, which leaves it with the sensor or the ECU, really. We've got 2 other sensors from 2 other engines that we can try. And I mean, there's a chance they could all be broken, which is highly unlikely, but then that points to an ECU problem, I suppose.
Gonna cut through to this waterfall to break it up. We went, what, kilometre down this road, and it's passable, but it's very, very lumpy and big potholes. We already scraped the bottom twice, and we got down a bit, and then one of the locals was like, "Don't do that." He said, "Turn around."
So we are.
Yeah, because this was like another 12 kilometres, so we figure it would be very, very unpleasant. So now we're not doing that. Funny. Enjoy the view, darling. We're going for plenty of time to appreciate this. The road repairs as well.
Interesting speed bump.
This is road repair.
Is it road repair or is it speed prevention?
It's a bit big, whatever it is. I feel like I have to do the talking because he's concentrating. Yeah. Look at the road, look at the road. But I think we're gonna make it. It's rough.
It is rough.
Very rough. And not super steep, but because we're quite low altitude, it's quite hot, and we have to pull over quite a few times to let the engine cool back down again because we're going so slowly under such high load that we're just gonna overheat. But I think we're gonna be fine. We are nearly at the top. Well, you can see the road we came up through the mountains. Still climbing.
many stops now?
Many. Warm engine. But you did it, Ruru. Look at what you did.
Oh, the drive is over.
We're at the top. What have you?
Right, so we don't have time to get anywhere else. So we are going to stay here tonight and make our own Overlander spot. And then try and drive to a sinkhole tomorrow, because I think the roads are dirt roads like we've just driven on today. Maybe not as bad, but...
We were trying to get there today, but it's still 2 hours away and it's coming up 5 o'clock and we made a no driving in the dark deal.
Yeah, and this is a cool view. So fingers crossed we don't get disturbed, and yeah, we crack on tomorrow. Well, we had a beautiful night's sleep in our random camp spot. We're getting ready to leave, but there's just one problem at the moment. And as you guessed, it's one of the cats. Can you guess which one?
Typical. She's just reappeared after we waited like half an hour. Now she's like, she's trying to get away.
You excited about another day's driving?
I figure it can't be worse than yesterday in terms of speed.
Famous last words, right?
This is the main road now. Hopefully no landslides.
Right, today's plan is to what? Drive to a big hole.
You can camp right on the edge of this huge sinkhole. Sounds like a really bad idea, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
And there's a cave and sounds interesting.
Let's go.
2 hours away apparently.
Time is?
Time is 10 to 11 after Amy's little incident.
Okay, so we're going to be there around 1 then.
Let's hopefully get there before dark, huh?
That'd be nice. No breakdowns today.
Today? No. We didn't break down.
Yeah, it's a different channel. And we're off. Already come a fair bit out the town, and this is what we've got ahead of us. Gonna be a lovely drive again. How cute's this little one? Lizzie doesn't enjoy bumpy, windy roads. She always comes and joins us in the front and cuddles. How are your old stress levels?
I'm really chill. We're high enough up that the engine isn't struggling because it's cooler with the mountain road, which is nice. And the view is just like, you kind of want to drive at 20 miles an hour because it's just gorgeous.
Right, we've just been told by a lady here, in the house over there, that the road to the town we want to get to for the sinkhole is shut due to landslides. So we literally have to turn around and drive all the way back to Contratacion, where we've just come, which has taken us about an hour, if not longer. And from there, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, because there's no other routes other than driving hours back to Las Glorias. So
Las Glorias.
I have to have a look. How's today's driving been?
Long.
It's been very long. What time did we leave? 11?
Just before.
And it's now coming up to 5, so 6 hours of driving.
And we have achieved not much.
No, and now we are stuck because of another landslide. They really love a good landslide here. I feel like it just gives them something to do.
Helpful cat. Okay, well.
Gotta love a landslide.
Make sure you give them some space.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when you get road back after.
I mean, they've been driving on it, so it should be pretty firm. Lots of people to help push us.
Just easy.
Could not do much about that. I think
Whatever that was.
we're just
Alright.
we're back in Ruby driving again, as you can see. We are pretty much past the diversion we had to do to get to where we were heading yesterday. Although we are missing the sinkhole now.
Yeah, it's a really long way. We already did this crazy detour because of it. So now we're just going straight to the, I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to try, big waterfall.
Yeah. The road hasn't been too bad.
I mean, so far the road is a bit landslidey, but it's fine. But our friend said it gets pretty bad, so we'll see how it goes, as ever. Going off grid with a very friendly family, but I'm just scouting out the road because it is not a road. On a little guided private tour now to the waterfall.
Little waterfall today, big waterfall tomorrow.
Yes.
That's how we roll. We did that in the US as well.
With our lovely guide.
Staying at home, turn off the phone, I will listen to you. You lay in the sheets,
And we're getting close. You ready for the big reveal?
and whisper your words like secrets written in an old moleskin.
Not bad for a little waterfall. Super beautiful. You going for a skinny dip then?
Not again.
Not again?
Not again, no.
It's a bit cold.
Cold. That breeze you get coming off it as well.
Yeah, you can see. Refreshing. You ready for tomorrow's waterfall?
That's like, this is like a third of it.
This is a starter.
Yeah. Warm up.
Main course is tomorrow. Can't wait.
I come up behind you and kiss on the side of your neck of you, and turn off the lights. The stars in the sky are turning so clear, and without the words, the feelings unheard can still be just as sincere. But something's not right.
Right. Last day of the big drives today.
Let's go.
This is meant to be the worst bit, but the reward is going to be spectacular.
And it rained last night, so.
More fun. Let's go! Let's do this!
So we can't even get out of our campsite right now. We've been trying several times. It's very muddy. We got stuck. They cut a load of stuff. They're trying to help us, but we're not good in the mud. So let's give it a go. At least it's falling over in the mud.
Under the trees without shoes, holding my hand, spin you around.
Oh, we made it!
Song,
Oh man.
taking a breath, like taking yourself to the hospital. I feel okay.
Woo!
Oh, okay, good.
How are your anxiety
Stressed
levels?
already?
We've been driving for 5 minutes.
We're trying to get out for longer than 5 minutes.
It's going to be a fun one to finish this video.
You're going to see a lot of my concentrating face.
Yeah. We need a lot of fingers crossed right now.
I will get there,
Ruby's an off-road machine.
just not in wet grass.
No. Or wet mud. Or damp tarmac.
Agua.
We are down to the last 11 kilometres. Did the first, I don't know, what was it?
26.
First 9 kilometres in an hour. And now we're making some progress. Even if it's not a little bit bumpy still. A lot better. Gonna do this. We have had one victim of the road, which seems to be our anti-roll bar, which is bent. But we've bent that before, it's fine. It's the worst that can happen. No, literally, what's the worst that can happen?
Concentrating face.
We're not going to roll, right? Road repairs.
There is nothing like a beautiful sign to welcome you after this and Pleasant Drive. So we are only a couple of kilometres away.
Well, from the waterfall, we're closer.
Whoop whoop.
The waterfall's like a kilometre now.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my days!
Summer!
Woo!
What the fuck, man? It smokes a lot, please. And we can't come up back this hill in reverse. So Ruby is here to the rescue. Let's see how this goes.
Good morning. We are currently in a town called Florian. We finally made it after that killer drive. And what a view we have to start our time here. We've been camping with our friends Carter and Sim, who are also on YouTube. Their channel's called The Brown Van Life. I haven't seen them since Cartagena and crazy shipping, so it's been nice to catch up. They're a bit ahead of us, so they're going to set off today.
We get through so many stickers though, they never last that long. Like everyone gives them to us and then they start like falling off in like 6 months. Maybe put some rocks.
Oh, you were so close.
Just go a bit quicker, you'll be fine.
This is, I'll be dying with this the whole fucking way.
Oh, nearly. Yes.
There we go.
Another ditch. Go see that flag. Oh God, Patrick.
You're okay.
Okay, go. See that there? See that there? This whole turning of business, I swear to God, I'll have multiple heart attacks.
You're getting good grey hair.
I am getting, you know, over the past 2 years, my grey hair just like multiplied 100 times. I left home with 2 grey hair. Now it's like a whole strip of both the sides.
Just got to embrace it.
It's supposed to be a stress-less journey.
Right, we'll catch you down the road.
Here we are, exploring. First day in Florian.
Trying not to fall on my ass. So we're starting off by hiking to the bottom of the waterfall, which for now I'll call Tisquizoque. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but
We know the pool is called Charco Azul. We can do that part.
yeah, our friends Carter and Sim went with a guide, and I Overlander. People have said that they've just gone and paid for the entrance.
They haven't even said they paid anything, to be honest, but there's a possibility we have to pay to get in because it's private property.
But we're opting for the no guide route because what do we need a guide for? We've got a map.
It's on maps, mate. I mean, the guide said you can't get in without a guide, but then
He's going to say that he
Of course
wants
he
some
is.
money.
so we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if we're successful.
Guard horse. Are you gonna let me past? Hey? Oh yeah. There's a good net. Looks like we went the wrong way. So we nearly got down and then the path kind of stopped in someone's garden. Out of breath. So we've come back up to the other option and we're going to try this one. Looks looks more like the actual thing, you know, where there's a sign that says entrance. Let's get in.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep.
Don't fall over.
Since 9/9.
To fall over.
What I thought was gone.
And judging by how many spiders webs I've just walked through, I think we've got this to ourselves.
I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, to come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost
No?
old highs.
It is bad, it is bad. Who decided to skinny dip as the only people showed up?
Seems so rebellious,
Totally worth it.
falling apart, right
Got decent just in time though.
So was it worth the terrible drive and a terrible night's sleep? Yeah? Where does it rank in waterfalls you've seen in your lifetime?
burn all bridges. All I know, got
Conditions for the hike.
Let's look, guys.
fell between the foam, pulling stitches.
He's just like so happy that he doesn't have to walk back up the hill.
Yeah, I'm the one. You want to get my rucksack?
Puppy escort. Don't fall over and like cross it. Very slippy.
Not just the camera.
Doesn't want to move, does he?
He's got a sweet ride.
Good hike.
Perfect way to finish it off.
With that in the back. Yeah, little guy is back home.
So Willow's just had a very spicy. It's getting on a bit tonight. We're finishing in style. Showing the Colombians a bit of Birmingham music with ocean colour scene. I am a 1 in 10. Okay, we have done the bottom of the waterfall, which was amazing. And today we are hiking to the cave, which is called the Ventana?
The window.
The window.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it from the top. Had a productive morning, now time to do
Something a bit more fun.
something fun. So pretty excited for this view.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Tiny road.
Did it wrong again. We walked up here for nothing, apparently. Yeah. Well, we need more exercise. I'm not too obsessed, but I'm glad I realised before this path just goes on for forever, but it doesn't actually go to the caves, but I don't know where that one is, so we're gonna go and try again. Found it. This is the entrance, not this. Should have fooled me, clearly. Let's try that again.
Clean the welcome sign.
I mean, it's not like it's a huge stone entrance or anything.
Oh dear. We've been to some pretty amazing places on this trip, but this cave and waterfall is something special.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. It's quite a spiritual place apparently as well, especially to the indigenous people. They used to use it as a place for rituals and celebrations. And with a view like that, you can see why.